Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Gulfstream today. Ron Nicoletti along with Samantha Perry. Brian will be joining us in just a little while. Hey, we're back on the turf, Samantha.
Yeah, we are. We finally have dodged all of the raindrops. I think Sunday was the last of it. Fingers
Right,
crossed for
yeah.
that. But it finally feels like winter in South Florida.
Yeah, so we'll see how it plays out this afternoon. Want to tell you a little bit about, should we tell them about what's going on with the turf courses
We
there?
we should we should tell them, yeah.
Well, last week we had that unseasonable weather with rain, but they cut the course on Wednesday. It's in good order for the next 4 days. So it looks like we're doing great with the turf. I like the fact that they cut it.
Yeah.
The main track, normal, right?
Yep,
Normal maintenance.
yeah.
And then tell them about the Tapeta. I'm interested in
Yeah,
this.
this is really interesting too. So they had the Tapeta maintenance come out earlier this week. The Tapeta was turned and harrowed and remixed and is ready to go. But I think one interesting thing about just them kind of fine tuning the Tapeta, Ron, and I know you found this interesting
Right.
as well, is the times could be a bit slower
Right.
than usual here, but it's in great condition. I think that will be interesting to see on the Tapeta races moving forward this weekend. We'll try to get you a grasp as it goes along. And these Tapeta races, maybe there's going to be a bias, maybe not. We'll find out.
Great way to check it out in the upcoming afternoon here. And that was actually the Tapeta manufacturer, the guy who made it, came out. So
the Tapeta guy.
yeah,
This
Mr.
Tapeta.
Mr. Tapeta.
Mr.
Joe
Tapeta.
Tapeta, his name is actually. The Rainbow Six. What's going on? It's going to kick off in race number 4 this afternoon. And there it is. Estimated pool is $50,000. I think we had $62,000 the other day. Carryover
Yep.
is $15,000. First race today, as I mentioned, turf is firm. Gives 7.5 furlongs. Maiden optional claimers for 2-year-old fillies. Scratch the 7, Amuse Me. Scratch the 9, Adesilla. This horse keeps scratching. I think it's the
know.
second or third time this
Yeah.
horse scratched. Brian put an early pick 5 ticket together, and let's check it out. So he's going with the 3. Call the bullpen, and the 8. We'll talk about this race. Single in race number 2 with the 6, Fierce Fashinda. And in race number 3, single once again with the 5, Plum Irish. Then he's got coverage in race number 4. Lots of coverage in race number 5. So $32 for him.
I like it. I don't disagree in race number 5. That's a tough one. It starts the late pick 5. I went like 6 deep on
Yeah.
my late pick 5 there, Ron.
I think I went 3 deep in there for my Rainbow. The
Yeah.
Rainbow, of course, starts in race number 4. Getting to this race, the first race this afternoon for these 2-year-olds. Interested to see how you called it.
Well, I went with the 8. I think there's 2 ways you can kind of see this race, Ron. It's the 8-3-3-8, and
Right.
it doesn't really make a lot of sense to use them both, but sometimes you need to. But Miyamada, even with the scratch to the inside now, just moves her in a position. The rails are at 31 feet. I feel that's pretty inside, and that really just evens out the turf course. I feel like an even playing field, and she finished 3rd last time out. She set the pace. She's tactical, but I think the big news here, Ron, we welcome back Irad Ortiz.
Yeah, I read Ortiz Jr. The horse is going to take some money, but we got a replay we want to show. Actually, Adesilla was in his replay,
Yeah.
but called the bullpen. So let's see. Brian picked this one up. Let's see what's going on. I think to finish his 3rd, Adesilla was 3rd this day, but called the bullpen run a good second.
Yeah, very good. And now this will be first off the claim for Carlos David. This is when Joe Orsino had called the bullpen. They are going to add the blinkers for the new connections, and we welcome back Tyler Gaffleone as well. We have 2 big hitters here coming back to join us, and I'm sure they'll be happy to get out of the cold weather in Kentucky and be back down here. But Call the Bullpen ran very well. I think Call the Bullpen might be up against it a little bit more, though, Ron, than Mi Amata, only because I think she'll have to be ridden a little bit harder. I don't think that, and on the conversely on that, Miyamada, I don't think needs the lead here. Yep. So maybe Call the Bullpen might have to work a little bit
8-3,
harder.
then you can throw in the 6 or the 2
Yep.
who are Blazing Bridget. I had those 2 scratched into the number 2 horse.
Yeah.
Race 2 this afternoon. We're on the fast main track, and this one is 6 furlongs, and it's maiden claimers, and these are fillies, 2-year-olds scratched the 5 Essential Gift, and you went with the number 3 in here, Soda. Love the name of that horse.
I know, it's cute, isn't it? Soda is a gal that's had has had 4 starts already, and last time out she kind of really tailed off a little bit. She only beat 2 horses home. Now, she did kind of get shuffled back a little bit in that race, but that was at the end of August, so she's had some time since then. But the huge news here, Ron, is she's dropping class.
Yeah, 12-5. I mean, she was against state-bred maiden special weight runners in that particular pace. I did go with the number 6 horse in here. I think Brian, one of the horses, Fierce Fair Shindu's plunging to the 12-5 level today. After holding her own in a pair of maiden special weight sprints at Saratoga, Tariq Mubarak is the trainer of this one. He's got Rajiv Miraj. Rajiv Miraj sitting on 2,000 wins. I think he's got 1999.
I know. That's very fun. He's loaded this weekend as well, so we'll be wishing him all the best and getting that quickly. Right, whenever you're at that milestone, it's like you just want to get there already. It
always seems it takes 2 weeks.
I know. It's such a weird thing, but hopefully just rip the Band-Aid off and enjoy the weekend.
We're going to want to show you on the number 7 horse in here. Remember, who used a little further down on your ticket. And this is first after trainer switch. What's that on dirt? Maiden claim is on dirt. 36%. Yeah, that's huge.
Right. I when I first was looking for a stat with this kind of move here, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, and just first after the trainer switch is good. Then you add the maiden claiming, and then you add the dirt.
Right.
Oh, even better.
Even better. So keep that in mind when you're putting your first of 2 pick 4 tickets together, which starts in race number 2. Race number 3 is a 5 furlong Tapeta Sprint. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. No scratches, no changes in here. And you and Brian like Plum Irish. He had that one singing. This one is dropping to the 8,000 level.
Yeah,
today.
this is a pretty significant drop, Ron. And the difference between 8,000 and the 17 fives and 12 fives are pretty big on the Tapeta. I feel like the Carlos David barn has started in good fashion to this championship meet. So I think that this is a good sign. And in returning to the Tapeta is huge.
Well, I went with Lois's Courage. We're going to replay. We want to show you this horse. It's from the far turn to the wire this afternoon. We'll see what it looks like here. And now you can see Lois's Courage, the number 2 horse.
Well, this is not where you want to be at all. And good for her. She very aptly named to have courage because this is not easy a lot of times to be kind of dueled into submission here on the rail, but she didn't back down, which you have to give her a little bit of a golf clap for that, Ron, because she wanted to go, she wanted to stay in the fight. She ends up finishing 3rd in this spot here, and I think she's going to really benefit from drawing the 4 posts now. Just time and time again, we see it on the Tapeta. You just don't want to be where she's at. She got all the worst of it.
Yeah, she was on the inside the whole way, the whole trip. So certainly if she would have tipped out, maybe things would have been different. Of course, you can understand why she got tired at the end. She was dueling from start to finish. Yeah. Another horse that I like the name of is the 2 Spatula. I think that's funny. He was freshened after setting the pace. That was back in October for Ramon Winguet, Jose Morelos in the saddle today. I think this horse has a chance. You got him too.
Yeah. Hey, the race that she's exiting out of, May Mischief, was a huge class dropper for Safi Joseph in C2 Racing. So that was a very, very tough race.
So we'll see how that is. That is race number 3. We basically have the same super or try thereabouts. Yeah. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have my Rainbow 6 ticket.
And they're off. World Cup. It's all about Knicks go. City of Light keeps going. Arrogate. What a horse! They ran him off their feet to the Pegasus.
Welcome back to race number 4. It's going to be a 6-furlong sprint on a fast main track. These are maiden claiming, and they are 3-year-olds and upward. We do have one jockey change on the number 2. Step Slow, make that rider Jonathan Ocasio. And the Rainbow 6 starts here, and I have a $32.40 ticket I want to show you here. We'll talk about the 4th, 5th race. My top pick is the 10. That is Corta Fuego with Michael Husbands, but I went 3 deep in the end. As Sam mentioned, that's where the late pick 5 starts. Race number 6, top pick for me is Endrick, owned and trained by Tariq Mubarak. He could have a good day today. Race number 7, just 2 for me. I like the 3. That's Pop Rocks and the number 8, Chaina, who I do have on top. Here's my single today, and it's the number 1 horse, and that is It's a Lock. And in the last race, 3 deep for me. Top pick is the 3. My long shot, a little bit for Brendan Walsh. Humor Me, Baby. I think Brian's long shot is in that race too, and it's not the same. So we got dueling long shots in that race.
I think I've got my long shot there too.
So we'll see what happens in race number 9. But getting back to race number 4, what did you start it with?
I went with the 6 on top here, which is a bit of a price, but that's good. You've got him a little bit in the mix as well. I love the fact that they pull the blinkers off immediately after the claim, and now this horse is going to come back on very quick rest, but I don't necessarily, Ron, see that as a bad thing here because he had some time off between that September and late November start. He's got some speed. Out of all of this group here, I think that this one might like the dirt the most. I don't know. I know that sounds kind of silly to say when you haven't won yet, but I don't know. I think Jeff Engler is going to get something more out of this guy.
Well, I got him a little further down on the ticket. We basically have the same super. I did go with the number 4. Ripton's Music is dropping to the 12.5 level this afternoon. Showed speed and weekend against special weight competition. Now that's going 5.5 on the Hawthorne turf. I don't know what we get today. The Colt is 2 for 2 in the money on the dirt, which I like. And guess who's riding? Irad Ortiz Jr. So I think that all those put together, this horse has a shot to be okay in that spot.
Absolutely. And Rohan Crichton has started off quite well, too.
Yeah, he had a couple of wins the other day. What about 3, Venus Valentine, who's stretching out to 3/4 mile, responded in that first race. Angel Rodriguez does good first off the claim with a hard-fought second finish. Apprentice Luis Fumeor in the saddle.
That's great because now you get a little bit of a weight break as well, and although that he showed just kind of some middling speed last time out, I think he'll probably be more forward, especially when you have when you're carrying 7 pounds less than everybody.
Let's show it. We got it. I think we got the video here with Venus. I think it's for the far turn to the wire.
Yep, and here it is. This was the last race from him, and this is Jose Ferrer was on this horse here, and he couldn't get him to the lead, which typically that's a jockey that really does get a lot out of him going right to the front, but he finished with a lot of authority, Ron, and this was a big move to make for still just kind of a horse that's figuring things out a little bit. He took a lot of dirt. You look at this duel here. I mean,
he's down near the parking lot.
This is a racehorse. Yeah, exactly. This is a race here, and he ran well. He just was denied right at the end. Now, my biggest maybe beef with this is the winner was 30-1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's not good.
No.
But he certainly looked like he ran an extra 1/16 of a mile. So
this is very true, yeah.
Then you got 4 Beach Friends I would just want to touch on. Because listed as a gelding today, a son of Spitestown, wheels back for really cagey veteran Steve Dwoskin. Finished in that dead heat for second at this level and distance. Never leave him off when he's got a horse running in good form.
First time gelding, too.
Yeah, first time gelding. So race number 5 this afternoon, Sam and Brian took the whole field just about, and I took a bunch too. This one is a mile on the turf. Their claim is 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3. We do have a scratch of the 11 and 13. There's a jockey change going to be on the number 1. Do we get that, guys, upstairs?
It still says TBA down there.
TBA still. Who is it?
Jesus Rios.
Jesus Rios on the 1, so that's good.
Yep, Jesus and the late pick 5.
Yeah, the late pick 5. Let's check it out.
We'll take it. All right, so this is a $48 play for me, Ron, and I am spreading a lot in this spot. Race 7, this is my best bet today, and that is the number. Oh wait, race 7. What? Okay, sorry, I skipped a race. Wait, what's happening here?
You got race 6. No.
Wait. Well, okay. This is sorry. We're yeah.
Yeah. That's
wait. No, we're a race or we.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They have it as a 10 race card.
Okay,
and
sorry.
it's
I
5
was
race.
like, I was getting very confused. Okay,
There
sorry.
it is.
All right, thank
There
you
you
guys.
go.
Okay, so Coldstream is my best bet here in race number 6. Race 7, I do have the 8 on top. That is Chaina, first off the claim
Yep.
for new trainer Nick Tomlinson.
Right.
It's a lock. I'm just going to single there, Ron, for Irad and Jose D'Angelo. And in the finale, I have Golden Beach on top as my long shot.
I think
The
that's
4.
Brian's long shot, too.
Oh,
I
nice.
think that's the one that's his line shot. We'll see how it plays
We'll
out.
see,
Now
yeah.
that we have it all straightened out.
There we go.
There's 9 races. We got it all straightened out here. Let's start it off with your top pick in here. And what is that?
It's the 10 in this.
Me
this
too,
spot.
yeah.
This post position here, it's not usually an ideal post, but the good news, the rails are only at 31 feet, so that's not too shabby at all. It's Safi Joseph. He's done really good work with this horse since claiming him after that maiden victory here. Has never been worse than 5th, and that was really, he's really just finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in all of those except one race. So we know he likes this turf course, and he's going to take a slight drop.
I know you mentioned Nick Tomlinson.
Yes.
He has the 2 in here, who I put in 2nd. He moves to his barn after the claim returned to his best surface. He came up empty as the even money Furby going a mile 70 yards on the Tapeta. Hey, I read better have a good day. I didn't have this one on top. I have him in 2nd. You got him in 3rd in here. But I want to hear about the 4, Drink and Wink.
Drink and Wink I find a little bit interesting as we also welcome back jockey Tyler Gaffleone here, because I think the best work from Drink and Wink is probably on the grass. I know the last win on the turf course here, this is a horse that kind of needs the lead, and because the passing the horses he just doesn't do too well. But Tyler rides this turf course great. I think he'll put him in a good spot. Maybe he'll have something left in the tank.
Number 6, Tall Story, goes to the Joe Orsino barn after the claim and responded to both the surface switch, the addition of blinkers, with a game score on the turf. So they did everything right with this horse last time out. So I'm going to throw him in now on my try, on my rainbow, and you saw that in my try. 8-1 on the morning line. Joe Bravo in the saddle today.
Yeah, that was a big effort last time out, and the turf course is a course that he's 2 for 2 across.
Yeah, just they did the right things with that horse. Now, race number 6 this afternoon, 6 furlongs. These are claimers, 3-year-olds or 4 and up, which have never won 3 races. And we have a clean slate in here in race number 6. And you started off with Coldstream. We got a video we're going to show where Dreams of My Father gets the best of him that day.
Yeah, this day he did. But I didn't feel like the rail was really a spot that you wanted to be. Now we are first off the claim for Jose Castro. This is a huge switch here in connections, and he doesn't get greedy with it. That's what I like, is they're just going to keep this horse in at the $8,000 level here. The Hertax had Dream of My Father and Coldstream in this race, and good on them to just be finishing 2nd and 3rd, because they picked up nice little checks. And this is a horse to me that I think just needs to be just handled quite aggressively. I think Jose Morelos is going to fit this horse pretty well.
I think he's going to run well. I know both you and Brian had them singled in that race. You could see him coming to the wire. There is the number 5 horse. So comes up. Runs a good race.
Yeah.
I did go with Endrick, who's dropping to the 8 level. First race and tussling with those 25 condition claimers. Had some success with that before going to the sidelines in early October. David Egan's going to ride. I thought maybe this horse could bounce back in a logical spot here. Owned and trained by Tariq Mubarak. Once again, like I said, he better have a good day.
Yeah, no kidding. And this is a horse, too, that I think the freshening up should really help. And it's a championship meet, so here's another jockey to add to our plate. David Egan.
David Egan's back,
He's
yeah.
He's back, yep. He's somebody who just is a really sharp rider, good person, young guy, and comes over from Europe and spends the winter here. Rides a lot for Ammo Racing, which is great, but good to see him picking up other mounts as well.
No, he's got a lot of mounts Saturday
He
and
does,
Sunday.
yeah,
He
it's
picked
great.
up a lot of mounts. What about Feeling Macho?
Is that you? That's you most days. Feeling Macho has speed, and now we're going to cut back in distance. And now this is the second start across this Gulfstream Park main track, which I think all of those combined, that's pretty good.
I just want to mention El Gute, who's cutting back to 3/4 after responding in the drop of competition. You see, went up, he set the pace, he yielded, 3rd place finish. Ron Coy, he's good with the turnback move, so maybe this horse runs well this afternoon.
Yeah.
And Ron Coy, we've sort of been keeping an eye on him. He's been doing pretty good. Race number 7 this afternoon, as I flip the page here, excuse me 1 second, is 5.5 furlongs, fast main track. These are claimers, and they are fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. And we have no scratches, jockey changes in here. And we have, let's start off with the number 8, Chainago, who I picked too. First off, the claim by our buddy Nick.
Yeah, this is great, and to those who who don't know or haven't heard at all, Nick Tomlinson, longtime assistant for trainer Mark Cassey, and is just starting to get some horses on his own. He's got a few runners in this weekend. He's already had his first win, which is great. Exciting young barn to watch and do blood in the game. But Chaina here, immediately off the claim, goes right onto the dirt track. 2 wins out of 3 starts here on the local dirt.
Yeah, showed speed against those horses on the Peter. Those are $10,000 claimers. I like this.
That was a tough race.
The number 3, Pop Rocks, want to show you a video. This is a far turn to the wire. I think we'll see Pop Rocks in here, who's stepping up into open competition today.
Yeah, this is going to be a interesting race here. This was cool, though, because Pop Rocks is very good whenever she gets a fast main track. She'll get that again here today. The only reason, and I had her last time, but the only reason I wasn't just completely, at the well with her here today, Ron, is this was November 21st, so she's coming back a little quick. I mean,
Right.
She did this great. She was fantastic here, but will she kind of regress a bit from this?
Yeah, I mean, she ran so well. I also went a different way, too, but I had to use this one somewhere on my ticket.
Right, yeah.
So that is race number 7. We'll go to race number 8 this afternoon. And race number 8 is a 5.5 furlong sprint on Topita. It's a starter optional claimer for 2-year-olds. And we have 1 jockey change to let you know about. It comes on Chumelo, and the rider will be Yolber Torres. I guess it's going to ride without the apprentice allowance in it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that is. Let's go. Oh, It's a Lock. Yeah. It's a Lock looks tough.
Yeah, absolutely. This horse took his show on the road to Del Mar during the Breeders' Cup weekend and just didn't fare too well. That a mile on the turf. I just don't think that he wants to go that far. And he was so good here on the Topita, winning a few starts back. He was even good sprinting on the turf course here. Rail draw is not ideal, but I love this 5.5 furlongs, and maybe to flatter this a bit, we have a really good stat on this jockey-trainer combo here that I think is important to note. And this is just at Gulfstream within the last 2 years. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 28%, so that's pretty good, I read. And
Yep.
Jose D'Angelo, pretty good in that race. It's a Lock. Looks very strong in that spot. The horse that you have in second, Chimelo, we want to show this horse winning last time out. So.
Yep, it was a big win, too. I get it. It was for 17.5, but this was a big effort, especially when you look at the way that he did it here, because he just came out the back, and that's not an easy thing to do for a young horse, Ron, especially whenever you're cutting back this aggressively in distance like he did here. And this was an impressive run.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So we'll see how it goes. You got him in second. I think I might have missed this horse a little bit. 12-1 on the morning line.
Yeah,
so.
he's a big price here, and he should be. This is not an easy task, especially when you have It's a Lock to your inside. Yeah. He's going to have to work something out, but this was impressive. Now, this won't cut it as far as a field like this. He's still in his left lead, but there he goes, and he just kind of galloped home. He hit kind of a second gear there. I think I'm excited to maybe see him on the grass if he ever gets there.
I just want to mention the number 4 horse in here, Scotty Too Hottie, who will give the Topita a whirl after leading from start to break his maiden, going 5 on the turf. He just went. Victor Barboza Jr. is 21% with the surface switch. I think Scotty Too Hottie, it might be Brian's top pick here. Sure, it's a speed play for him.
Yeah, absolutely. If he just runs away here, it might be tough to catch him.
Yep, so that's Scotty Too Hottie. Race number 9, our final race of the day. 5 furlongs on the turf. An allowance optional claimer for 2-year-old fillies. Nice full field of 8 with no scratches or jockey change. And as we mentioned, everybody here seems to have a long shot in this race. So
Yes.
we'll start off with the number 2 horse that you have on
Oh,
top.
sorry, guys. It's supposed to be 4-2, not 2-4, but
Well, okay,
anyway.
so let's go. We'll
Yeah.
switch. Let's start with Golden
We'll
Beach
start
then.
with 4, yeah. Well, Golden Beach has proven turf form, which is fantastic here. And at the Mike Denny barn, whenever he ships across the state, because he's one that usually keeps his horses at Tampa and will bring some pretty live runners. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. He'll bring live runners here. To win like she did off that first time out effort at Monmouth from out the back, which sprinting on the turf course at Monmouth, it's very tough to make up ground like she did. I thought it was a really good effort.
Yeah.
And now she got a little bit of a tune-up already on the Tapeta.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
have her ready for this.
Yeah, and I like the 2 and second that you have there. We'll get that to in a minute. That's "'Tis a Sweet Lady" at the big price for Liam McCannis. But I did have my long shot, and it's the Through You and Me Baby, who's debuting locally for Brendan Walsh. You go look at his race. Drew Clear as the favorite, Breaker Maiden on the Grand Turf. Tyler Gaffleone. It's a $300,000 daughter of Munnings. Taking a little bit of a shot with this horse today, maybe to get Steeler with Tyler on the saddle.
Well, Tyler Gaffleone and trainer Brendan Walsh, that's his top guy here. So I think it's a good sign that he reaches out for him.
Now tell us about the 2. "'Tis a Sweet Lady" from Liam McCannis. Ran good on the Tapeta last time out.
Very good, and the start on the Tapeta for 35,000. I think she was my long shot that day when she won, and it was very impressive. It was for 35,000. She's going to take a big step up, but don't pay attention to the dirt effort because that was Stakes Company, the second leg of the Florida Sire Stakes is Susan's Girl. She didn't want any part of that. And then her third place effort, last time out, she was okay, but we will see her on the turf today, and I think that will be good.
Now, the number 5 horse in here, BB Doll, is facing when his first start since breaking her maiden on the mile. She was 1-9 that day.
Yeah.
Against Stakes Place daughter. She's Stakes Place daughter. She's by American Pharaoh. David Egan's going to ride. And does this horse take all the money in the finale?
Yeah, it kind of seems like she probably will for Jorge Delgado, David Egan, and of course the Ammo Racing. These 3 connections here. That's tough. They make some magic happen. So we'll see. She's a classy filly. I just wonder after a little bit of a rest, maybe she'll not need one, but she'll just have to bring her running shoes.
Well, that's the 9 for us, but we're not done yet. We got our favorite lightning round, which always is good on Thursdays because we get to see what happened and who's leading and who's not leading.
There you go. Yeah, as we have now just unveiled week 1 of the championship meet. I think Brian told us, 17 to go? 1 of 17?
Yeah, he counts. We don't know. We're not good with math, Brian.
No, Brian is. But we'll take a look after the first week of what happened.
Let's see, jockeys. Oh, Edgard, 7-6-3-3-3. Well, that's just what you figure. Javier got the stake. Got one of the $300,000 stakes, and certainly doing a good job.
Yep.
And he's not riding as much as Edgard. I'm so impressed with Edgard winning the Sunshine Meet because he wasn't riding top horses all the time
That's
for
so
Safi,
true.
And here, very close, you could see.
Oh, yeah.
Just Brian doing exceptional well because he started maybe 4 horses, and he's got 3, well, maybe 5 horses, and he's got 3 wins.
Yeah, very, very close, and it will be. I think this is going to be a meet, Ron, where it's going to come down to the wire, so to speak.
Yep. We got lots of stuff. What is it, January? What tickets?
24th.
24th.
The Pegasus
10th
World anniversary.
Hey, I've been reading. There's a couple of horses from Brad Cox. Everything
I
that
know,
month.
We might see Tapan Street tune up in Harlan's Holiday, possibly a Pegasus start. That would be very exciting, but the tickets are on sale. You don't want to miss out. Get them early. Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're hot. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It looks like the race. Don't forget, it's win and you're in.
Yes.
That is why people are looking at this. You win the Pegasus World Cup, you get a free ticket to the Breeders' Cup Championship.
Yeah, Breeders' Cup Classic. It's very, very exciting. And at Keeneland this year.
Well, of course, the championship meet is about. So we got Beat the Expert, and they threw me into the fire the first week. So I'll be Beat the Expert. There you are. Yeah, you are. Beat the X. That's some picture there. I
Yeah.
look like I'm 300 years old. I got to work on that. I'm not that bad.
No, I think you look great. You're better. You look better in person, but you photograph well. But that's on Saturday. It's the last 3 races.
Yeah.
You can go online and submit the form. A lot of fun.
You can win up to $500,
Yes,
I believe. Yeah, so
yeah,
it's a lot
exciting,
of fun.
yeah.
And it's always fun. We have people come by and tell us how they whoop us every
Yeah, I
which
know,
one.
yeah,
So,
yep.
yeah, they love to tell us they beat us. So it's always, like Samantha said, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Your best bet today?
It is Gulfstream for me. First off the
Gulfstream.
claim for Jose Castro. Yeah.
And my best bet is it's a lock. Very easy for me, 7-5. I wanted to single that horse. Your long shot today is in the 9th race
Yes,
before, right?
Golden Beach.
And mine is also in the last race, the 3, Humor Me Baby. So we did it. That's the Thursday card. We'll turn it over to Pete Aiello with all the scratches and changes and be back here with Brian added to the mix here, and hope he's not wearing black. Good luck, everybody.